I do get it, and I agree with you. I agree. I really, really agree to an extent. But I also see the vast majority of the population do have a smartphone, for example. So a lot of those tools are some version of them are free.
Yeah.
So, for example, you have like Perplexity or ChatGPT if we're talking about AI, or if we're talking about Microsoft, some versions like Notes, all of those areas do have all of those applications do have a version that at the very least is free. Of course, then we're talking about the advanced, the training, and all of those. So yes, there is definitely a bit of not a bit, quite a bit of advantage. So people have more socioeconomic advantage there. But I do also think that we live in a world that right now it is not a privilege to have a smartphone, but it's quite of like a basic. I mean, you're not going to see that many people anymore having like a flip phone, or a phone, or maybe a tablet as well, or some sort of device that connects to the internet. And then most places do have free Wi-Fi as well. So there is far more opportunity to access information that was in the past.
Yeah.
I do think though that there's still obviously stigma there, and of course, talking about universities, for example, and the fees that have gone even higher than they were before, that does create a big barrier. So I think there are more opportunities than there were in the past for people that wouldn't necessarily be able to have that access, but by no means is a fair system.
Yeah.
It would have been great if it was, and fantastic if there was kind of like one solution and one fits all fix. But I think we're very far from that. And I think a very big issue right now as well is the age gap. So we do have quite a lot of older people who are in the workforce, and well, rightfully so, that were never really taught those, that tech skills that most people in our age and the generations that are coming are very acute with. So there's also creating a barrier there, a big one, because they are being asked to have certain skills that they were never really asked in the past. And with more software and technology being part of day-to-day life,
Yeah.
they are falling behind. And you ask them to, and they do, and they try, but I think there's still the expectation from employers nowadays, well, you should already have that, which is not necessary. Well, it's not fair in many occasions.